A high court of the Federal Capital Territory in Nigeria has issued a restraining order on the Naira swap deadline, which ends February the 10th. The restraining order is on President Buhari, Central Bank of Nigeria, Central Bank of Governor Emefiele, and 27 commercial banks from suspending the demonetization policy of the federal government. And in a related development, 3 states from the northern part of Nigeria have approached the Supreme Court to stop the federal government from going ahead with effecting that deadline. 3 states, Kaduna, Kogi, and Zamfara, specifically applied for an order of interim injunction restraining the federal government through the CBN or the commercial banks from suspending or determining or ending on February the 10th a time frame with which the now older versions of the 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira denomination of the Naira may no longer be legal tender pending the hearing and determination of their motion on notice for an interlocutory injunction. In other news, the EFCC has arrested a banker in Abuja from not funding an ATM to the tune of about 29 million Naira in new notes. Lots of headlines, and of course, we've got a RISE business analyst, Chika Mbonu, joining us to discuss further. Chika, very welcome. Good to see you.
Hi,
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
good morning.
Yeah.
Where would you like to begin?
Our interesting country. You know?
Oh, so much going on.
Every opportunity, we try to make money from it. You know.
Goodness me.
Amazing how you have the new notes in your vault.
Yeah.
And I'm sure this doesn't reflect the bankers who have in Nigeria. I'm sure there were just some
bad eggs.
Bad eggs there.
Yeah.
You know, who want to, we have the money in your vault. Just go and put that there. You want people to, you just like people suffering. You see a lot of some bank staff now climbing.
Did you see that video?
Their fence to escape from their branches. That's the situation we have. Anyway. Yeah. Subdue this.
Yes.
I mean, I can't comment on the issues in the court.
Right.
You know, but I look at the big picture, and which is what I encourage Nigerians to look at the big picture, or the advantages of these key initiatives of moving to the new currency. And I can't speak it better than how the presidential candidate of the Labour Party talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
An interview I had with him. There are critical issues, critical advantages for this. And as he said, whenever you move into new currencies, it never comes without some stress. The issue is that make sure that the Central Bank of Nigeria and the banks cooperatively work together to make sure that they lessen the stress on Nigerians. Now, it's interesting that CBN says that we're still looking for about 500 billion to 900 billion of the old notes.
Yeah.
You know, Rutus, I don't know whether it's in your.
Yes, I don't have it, sir.
It's in your house.
It's not.
You know, I mean, can you think about why some people are still holding this amount of?
It is mind-boggling.
It can only be as the forensic accountant I am. Yeah. The analyst I am can only tell me that, like the president said from Thursday. You know, when this politics came out, the president said that. The 3 months is a long time for anybody who has legal money to go walk into the bank and change his currency. Yeah. So if you have this amount of, we're looking for 500 billion at least of old notes, not brought into the vault.
And something is wrong.
Something is wrong. It must be that you're very shy. You know, you're very shy, you know, in bringing this money into the banking system. Yeah. You're be shy. You know, so you don't want people to know that you have a lot of money. That's why you don't want to bring it into the banking system.
They have until February 10th.
You know, I mean, calm down, you know. But seriously speaking, just like we don't do armchair analysis here, we try to link up and find out what the central bank is doing. We have counseled and said, you know, the bottom of the pyramid are those who desire this money. Yeah. They don't withdraw more than 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 from their this thing. You know, push out, if the new notes are difficult to mint, push out the old notes that we have, 100 Naira up to 100 Naira denomination, and let the ATMs have the money. And so people can have cash, you know, to do their transactions. You know, the mere fact that we have caught people hoarding these new notes tells us that it's not just that the fact that there's a paucity of the new notes. It has to do that a lot of notes have come out, but some people have also hoarded them for their personal reasons. But I think that a lot of things are getting smoother. I mean, a lot of people are reported to me that have been able to collect some money. My staff have told me they're able to get some money from the bank, from the ATMs, and hope that the remaining days, people should be able to like get it. I have a feeling that once the deadline of 10th passes, for the new notes, old notes being legal tender, things will become faster and smoother.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think.
Okay.
And but CBN is also, I believe, working very hard to push out the notes, and let the banks work. You know, the bank should make it expensive for employees who try to profit from this.
Yes.
You know, there must be consequences for employees who try to let customers suffer, hide the new notes, or try to profit or hand it over to some people in bulk without passing through ATMs. I think it's wicked for any bank staff not to do this.
What do you make of the...
You had a story about terrorists or something like that.
Yes, the reports from the UNDP. Yes.
I mean, you don't need to go too far.
Yeah.
Our forerunners have said something like, and I don't mind the devil's workshop. Yeah. You know, I mean, I think it's in the scriptures and the Bible and Quran. I'm sure there's some equivalence there, equivalence there.
Yeah.
You know, when people don't have anything to do, people say that, you know, if I don't see the one I want to do, I'll do the one I've seen. I see. Yeah. Because I know the day is what can I use in eating. So we already knew that with the high level of unemployment in the country, underemployment, unemployment about 60%, we already knew that there'd be consequences. You know, look at when our students were in our home over 8 or 9 months. A lot of our young daughters got into bad things. Yeah. A lot of people got pregnant, a lot of things got bad things. Young men got into drugs and so on and so forth. It's just logical that when you don't do the things you're supposed to do, I mean, a person who's in school, who's between maybe 10 and 12, 20, 18, supposed to be in school. When you leave school, you're supposed to be employed and busy. Yeah. You know, if those things don't happen, you got to do something to get something to do. So I'm sure you spend so many billions in doing this research, but we know that research already. We know that, you know, when I don't mind devil's workshop. We know that. Yeah. Keep the people busy. You know, let that be the work for them to do. I mean, you want to tell me to come and carry suicide bomb? Why would I go and die like that? When I have life,
gainfully employed,
my whole life in front of me,
right.
Why would I go and do suicide bomb?
Right.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
The NIPC saying they want to reduce debts. They said they have a master plan, but they didn't really explain what the plan is.
But I've told you since that our problem in Nigeria is not planning.
Right.
That's not mention anything.
Execution.
Yeah. Hey, we have everything. Yeah. Okay. And I focus what? Foreign direct investment. Remember?
Yeah.
FDI. Yeah. Okay. Now, you are a student of economics. You know the critical success factors for FDI to come in. Yeah. So put it in a plate and see how it scores.
Right.
Scores and see how we'll score. That's the problem. Yeah. But what I can only tell people outside there, investors, this is the land. Those who have come in here, look at the Lekki Seaport now. Right. You know, that's a massive investment. Those who have come in here, who have stayed with us, you know, in time, out time, you know, Nigeria is the country, 200 million people. You can't go wrong. It's just a marginal improvement in our GDP per capita, and this country will blow. Yeah. You know, so this is the country, 200 million people. Yeah. So I'm speaking to our investors outside there. You know, I know there are limiting factors, security issues, power issues, and so on and so forth. But this is where it is. It is. You know, solid minerals is there. Oil there. Tourism. Let's even focus on non-oil export. Right. You have this in agriculture, music, entertainment. Yeah. You know, a lot of the music things sometimes now are done outside the country. Right. You know, master world-class studios. A lot of the filming is done outside. We don't have massive, you know, studios where people can do filming. Nollywood is number one thing to enhance the quality of our movies and so on and so forth. Yeah. You know, so those investments can be made in our country. Yeah. You know, and so I invite the people outside. Come to our country
and invest.
And invest.
Okay, Chika, you mentioned the video. I think we have the bank employees. I think we should take. Do we have that video? I think we have. You have to take a look at this video of those bank employees that were climbing. Was it the fence? Yeah, the fence. The fence, trying to escape.
Because the front, you know, the front of the banking hall was filled with angry customers.
So they went through. They went to the back. But I mean, just hopefully we'll put it up. I think we have it. But hopefully things should ease off.
Ease off. Yes. Ease off. I mean, I want to show you that I know that those who are concerned are working day and night to make sure that the things get smoother. Of course, there are people, just like when we had a BVN, when we had this name, people are trying to profit from it. But I know that people there in the banks who are trying to do this. But in the bigger picture, is a lot of banks are working very hard to make sure that the money goes out there for the staff.
So optimistic
for the customers.
Things should get better.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the bank, one of the banks near us here, they closed the banking hall. The whole bank yesterday, the other day.
Wow.
I couldn't even know that transfers. Couldn't, because people were fighting outside the bank. You know, I mean, just imagine it.
Yeah.
You have money in your account, you can't withdraw it.
It's frustrating.
I sympathize with everybody. It's very frustrating.
But the entities are doing, the regulator are doing what they can.
They do what they can to make sure that.
All right, business analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your time.